Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot. Welcome to your weekly All Signs Tarot reading. I am looking at the week of August 25th through to about the 31st, 2025. So that is the last week of August. And as always, I am going through all of the signs, Aries through Pisces. All of the timestamps will be listed down below. I do want to thank all of you for being here. I do want to thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. Also, guys, big announcement. I am doing private readings again. So if you are interested in having a private reading, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing them for, but I do have a sale going on right now over on my website, so all of my information is listed down below. All right, let's get started. Aries, what does Aries have coming up for this week? There is the Empress, first card out, Aries. What does Aries have coming up for this week? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Aries. Okay, look at that. You've got the Empress, you've got Justice, the Fool, Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Magician, the Knight of Wands. Overall energy is the Devil. All right, Aries, so I am going to clarify. You do have some majors here, quite a few majors. And we've got the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're dealing with maybe a Gemini, for some of you, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, or someone who's coming off like that, like the King of Swords, or of course this could be your energy. Three of Cups, Page of Swords. Yeah, this really feels like gossip, jealousy, honestly, Aries. Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Strength. This feels like gossip. Pettiness, it really does feel like, it feels small, it feels petty, so like petty conversations, honestly, gossip, stuff like that. That's what this feels like. So somebody could be like gossiping to you or vice versa. Somebody could be gossiping around you. And honestly, with this energy, King of Swords normally isn't about the gossip. This is someone who sees right through someone's BS, basically. And so if there was like some sort of jealousy going on, somebody hating on someone, or someone's jealous of someone, so they're, you know, gossiping or spreading lies, whatever. This is someone who is going to call them out on that. This is someone who's not really about that. The King of Swords is a mature energy, and so yeah, it's quite interesting. You've got Strength here, so a Leo may be significant. Yeah, I really feel like this is either going on around you, or maybe someone is like trying to pull you into a conversation, or if not a conversation, like a situation. Somebody could be trying to pull you in to like a situation that, honestly, with the Devil as the overall, it may not be the healthiest. It may be like a little toxic, honestly. So there's that temptation. For other Aries, of course, this can be an ex. This could be someone around you that is, either trying to tempt you or trying to, I'm really getting like pull you in. So like trying to pull you in some way. The Five of Pentacles is here. The Six of Pentacles is here. So for those Aries that have like loaned someone money in the past, it could be that, you know, somebody has like another get rich quick kind of scheme, or they have another problem and they need more money. It's something like that. That's really what I'm getting here with this. It's something like that. It may be a King of Swords, or for some of you, it may even be your kid. It may be your kid. Some of you may have like an older kid or grandkid, because I do have this youthful kind of, carefree, I guess you could say, kind of carefree sort of energy here. So you may have someone who spends a lot, or someone that, you know, does rely on you financially. You may be the mom. First card out, Empress. So you may be the mother figure. If not the mom, maybe you're the grandmom, or maybe you're like the stepmom, and someone needs money or something like that. With the Devil, you may reject them. So this, for some of you, is like an outright rejection. So you may tell someone no. You may feel rejected. It's a general reading, and we've got the Five of Pentacles here. So I definitely could be reading for some Aries where you feel rejected or neglected or something like that. But for others, somebody may feel like that from you. But I am reading for some Aries where you feel like you're definitely like doing the right thing. The Empress, Justice, you feel like you're doing the right thing. And so for those of you that are trapped or stuck in like a bad situation, for some of you, this could be like a situation where there's a lot of debt. I do see you creating change though. So you do have like new energy coming in. I do see you making changes. For some of you though, you need help. I see you maybe asking for help this week, because for some of you, you're feeling blocked, you're feeling stuck or controlled. And so you're an Aries. You're a fire sign. So fire signs don't really like to feel controlled or restricted. And so I definitely see you doing something here about this. You've got the Magician, you've got the Fool. This could be you being spontaneous here, breaking free from this hold with the Devil. And with the Magician, this is saying you have everything you need as long as you take action. You have to take action here. You've got the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands mirroring it. So I do see you taking action. I do see you like going for something here. For some of you, honestly, it could be legal action with Justice here. It could be legal. You've got the Six of Pentacles and Justice. So there could be something you're doing legally. And then the King of Pentacles for some of you could be like a specialist, a professional, a lawyer, whoever. It could be someone that you're working with. This could be the person that's helping you. But let's take a look at, yeah, there's your energy coming through. Queen of Rods, it's fire. But let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles. What is the Five of Pentacles for Aries? I'm going to look at the Five of Pentacles and the Devil. Yeah, so ghosting, taking off. This could be you like getting out of Dodge here. So if a situation, a person, a relationship, if something is giving you like bad vibes, toxic vibes, this is you like getting out of there. Others, I mean, if you're scared, this is some Aries maybe taking legal action here. If you're scared, you have to do something about that. If somebody is like threatening you or anything like that, you have to do something about that. And the first card that came out is the Empress, which is all about you loving yourself and taking care of yourself. And so, yes, those around you, but yourself. If you're not good, Aries, you can't take care of everybody else, right? And so she is that motherly energy. Yes, mom figure. Yes, no matter if you're male, female, doesn't matter. You may be someone that does the right thing and takes care of your friends, your family, everybody. But if you're not good and you're not safe, then you can't do that, right? So you have to put yourself first. Let's take a look at the Devil for Aries. What is the Devil? What is the Devil for Aries? Let's take a look. What is the Devil? We've got the Fool. So you've got the Fool showing up twice. Fool does represent Aries energy, and so your Aries vibes is definitely coming through. There's the World. So isn't that interesting? I think that whatever this blockage, whatever this toxic energy is, I think it's over with. It's coming full circle here. And the Fool is like a very liberating energy. So I'm definitely reading for some Aries where you're breaking free. Let's see, what is the advice the last week of August for Aries? What is the advice? For some of you, once you free yourself from whatever this is, I think you're going to feel whole with that world. You're going to feel good, really good. Okay, so meditation brings answers. So before you do anything, they're saying meditate on it. Feel it out. And then we've got within the next few weeks here. So feel the situation out. Listen to your intuition. And I really do like the illustrations here in this deck, because if you look at the Fool and you look at the Magician, yes, the Magician has the tools and it's all about taking action and it's all about creating, but she's like feeling the air and she's feeling the vibes. She's feeling the situation out, and so is the Magician here in this deck. So there's a lot of feeling that is needed here. With meditation brings answers. So really feel a situation out. And if it feels wrong, if it feels toxic, then break free. Do something about that. So within the next few weeks is significant. You could be doing this over the next few weeks, even though this is a weekly reading. It may play out over the next few weeks. What is the guidance on the love front for Aries? What is the guidance? But I do see physical movement, travel here. All right, we've got abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And then different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. All right, interesting. So on the love front, if you are coupled, there could be some money coming your way, either with you or your person. There could be some money coming into the household. Maybe there was like some financial lessons going on for those of you that are coupled. Different pages, you know, maybe you or your person, somebody may spend a lot or they don't want to spend. It could be a situation like that. Maybe you need something. You need to spend some money on something, but you know, your person, your partner doesn't want to. So there's something like that going on. So that could be what you're taking action on. If you are single, I think that some of you are very focused on your work, or you have been. Others, you may meet someone at work. Just make sure that you want the same things. Let's see, who is Aries dealing with? Who's Aries dealing with? But we have very strong Aries coming through here. So Aries, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo coming through. Really, any of the fixed signs as well may be significant. Capricorn as well. There's Cancer. And we've got Pisces, so water. All right, Aries, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Taurus, you have the Nine of Cups that's trying to come out. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Taurus have coming up for this week, please, Taurus? Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up for this week? Taurus. All right, so Knight of Wands, for some of you, that's in the reverse. All right. Six of Swords, Six of Cups, King of Cups, Two of Wands, Strength, Five of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Ace of Wands. All right, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles there at the bottom. So I definitely see you planting some new seeds, Taurus, or making some changes. So if you're working on something already, this could be where you're switching things up this week. Feeling inspired with that Ace of Wands. That's really what I'm getting. Feeling energized, feeling inspired. Yeah, so Ace of Wands, overall energy. This is a high vibrational energy as well, Taurus. And the first card that wanted to jump out for you was the Nine of Cups. So that is like high vibrational energy. So for some of you Taurians, there may have been like a trip. Maybe you plan to travel. Maybe you plan to go somewhere, something like that. So there could be a delay, or yeah, for some of you, there could be a delay around some sort of plans. If you are planning on like traveling like overseas or a far distance, for some of you, you're just going to keep it local for whatever reasons. But Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, this is you planting some new seeds or a new seed. But around this, there is the Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a lot of thoughts here, Taurus. I do see you balancing these thoughts, but there's a lot of thoughts, could be fears surfacing here, things going round and round in your head. I definitely see you thinking a lot, overthinking for some of you. Virgo vibes for some of you, so you may have Virgo in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. Temperance. There's the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so things are going to speed up. So I do see you balancing that energy. I just think that there is a time this week, Taurus, where some of you are maybe, I don't want to say frozen, but you're definitely taking a moment here to maybe reflect, to look at the past, to maybe like go back to the drawing board, what's worked, what hasn't. And when you feel ready to move forward, you're going to move forward. And by the end of the week, for many of you, it's by the end of the week here. I see you feeling inspired, stepping into your power with strength. and the Knight of Wands. So yeah, if you resonate with the Knight of Wands at the start of the week, maybe being in the reverse, I feel like that energy is going to flip around. You're good though, so I'm not getting anything negative off that. With the Nine of Cups being the first card that jumped out, I feel like you're good. No matter if you're male or female, it doesn't really matter. You are good. Again, high vibrational energy, King of Cups, could be celebrating, could be doing something, could just be enjoying life here this week. Keeping things simple, that's really what I want to say. Keeping things simple, keeping it simple. Yeah. For some of you, you're moving out of this Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be like money problems, yes, but I'm definitely not getting that for all of you. For some of you, I feel like this is being under the weather. For some of you, maybe you haven't been feeling your best, or if not you, maybe a family member, maybe a child. For some of you, somebody may have been under the weather, or someone is under the weather. You could be going to see them here. But overall, I do feel like it's a good week. I do like the sixes. You've got 5, 6, and 7. But you've got a couple of sixes here in a row. So 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. That's a nice, balanced, harmonious energy. And here at the bottom, you've got the 2 of Pentacles. You've got Temperance. The energy is balancing out. Queen of Pentacles there. Very focused on your craft, or very focused on a project or the home, family. But let's take a look at this 5 of Pentacles for Taurus. What is the 5 of Pentacles? It can be feeling a lack, or feeling out in the cold, feeling neglected or rejected. For some of you, you could be going to see someone. You could even be giving a gift to someone this week. Yeah, so if this is on the relationship front, if you or somebody around you, if someone felt like a little neglected or something like that, you could be going to visit them. You could be going to cheer them up with this energy, maybe giving them a gift. Or you can always flip that. So somebody could be coming to see you. If you're like under the weather or something's going on with you, they could be traveling to see you. Again, Leo coming through. So you've got Strength twice. You've got the Star, so Aquarius. Any of the fixed signs may be significant. But also with the World here. So looking at that 5 of Pentacles with the World, that's done. So this is a time of healing. 3 of Cups there, which can speak of a reunion. But let's get you additional guidance for Taurus for this week. We've got opportunity and big happy changes. So the energy is about to shift. This is definitely an energy shift, Taurus. What is the guidance on the love front for Taurus? Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. All right, so whether you're single or partnered, we've got acceptance, and then we've got denial. Interesting. This says detach with love to clearly see the truth. So you could be denying someone, or flip that. If you feel denied, this could be you accepting it, accepting a situation for what it is. All right, who is Taurus dealing with? Who's Taurus dealing with? We've got water and we've got fire. So a water sign or a fire sign may be significant. All right, Taurus, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. King of Pentacles, first card out. Gemini, what does Gemini have coming up the last week of August? All right, King of Pentacles, the Empress. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Moon, the King of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, overall energy, the Two of Wands. All right, Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, so there definitely may be like some sort of misunderstanding going on here. So this could be between like you and another person, but for some of you it's like three or more people here. There could be like a group of people that are clashing, not getting along. Multiple people may have like the wrong idea because you've got the moon. You've got the moon. You've got these threes here. You've got three threes. The Five of Wands. There may be like a new beginning and there's a lot of competition here around this. So people could be acting crazy, honestly. This is a little bit of like a crazy energy. Page of Wands, there's the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. So it's a little bit like a wild and crazy sort of energy. Two of Wands is the overall. So this is you maybe looking at your options. This is you making plans. So yeah, Gemini, if you are making a very important decision at this time, with the moon showing up here in the spread, for some of you, there could be like a lot of anxiety or a lot of fears around this, like a fear of the unknown. You being scared of maybe even like making the wrong decision. And then for others, either you or maybe multiple other people, maybe someone has like the wrong idea or somebody is not seeing a situation clearly. There could be a misunderstanding, so keep that in mind. There could be a misunderstanding here this week. For those of you that are partnered, yeah, there could be something going on in a relationship. Now, we've got the Empress and we've got two kings here. So King of Cups and King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles was the first card out. Maybe if you are involved with someone, if you're married or something like that, maybe they think that they have competition or they think that there's interference or something like that. And, you know, there may not be, but maybe someone thinks that there's cheating or betrayal or something like that. I mean, this is a lot of fear. It's worrying unnecessarily. 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. It's a little bit of a triggered energy as well, so be careful that you're not triggered. This could be you or even, again, multiple people feeling triggered or clashing, not getting along. All right, let's take a look at the moon. What is the moon for Gemini? Some of you may work at night, or maybe you have to do something at night and there's some fear here around this. 10 of Pentacles. So for others, if it's not something at work or school, this could be something with the family, something with the home or an inheritance or assets or anything like that. Maybe you feel like somebody is hiding something from you, or there's nervous energy here around this. What is the 3 of Swords, please, for Gemini? What is the 3 of Swords? 4 of Pentacles. Some of you, you've been hanging on to some sort of past pain, some heartbreak. So maybe you're not completely over something, or you may be just like very protective of your heart. You don't want to get hurt again, so you may hold back. For some of you, I mean, this could be love, this could be romance, but there's just a lot of fear around this. You don't want to get hurt again. So it could be that you and the person you're dealing with, maybe you're clashing because they want you to open up. They want you to let them in, and there's just a clashing here because of that. Yeah, I mean, look at that. 5 of Rods again. So clashing of energies, interference, people butting in, conflicts. So be careful of that. There could be communication problems this week as well. All right, what is the additional guidance for Gemini? We've got be assertive, And then ask your angels. So ask your angels. For some of you, you may need to ask them to intervene in some way. And then we've got be assertive. So don't let your fears get the best of you. Take action, speak up. Be very clear though with your communication, because again, there could be misunderstandings and communication problems this week with this energy. All right, so on the love front, we've got healing, we've got denial. So old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. So again, like hanging on to old pain, needing to release that. That can be, you know, some sort of childhood issues or just old pain. Denial could be you, Gemini, in denial, like denying that you still need to heal from something. You know, you may put on a front and act like everything's okay or you're not hurt or something like that. But for some of you, you still need to heal. But let me see. Who is Gemini dealing with? Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Libra may be significant. We've got Scorpio and we've got Aquarius. All right, Gemini, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Cancer. First card out is the Magician. We've got the Hierophant. The Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Star, Page of Wands, overall energy. There's that Five of Wands. So I could be reading for some Cancer, Gemini, cuspers, or maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. But let's see. Seven of Wands. All right, so the energy around you, Cancer, actually feels quite nice. It feels good. It's just, for some of you, you may work in like a very competitive field or environment, or you feel like you have to fight for what you want. There's a little bit more of like a competitive energy here. So the energy is really good. It's just there is that competitive energy around you, which is not necessarily bad. For some of you, you may work like in the spotlight. Some of you are stars in some way. You may work in the public eye, and you may have some haters around you this week. Some jealousy, some haters with the Five of Wands. But honestly, Cancer, I'm not really worried about it, honestly. Let the haters hate. You must be doing something right? If the haters are hating on you. So Seven of Wands, yeah, this is you like holding firm. You're not scared. You're not backing down. Fierce energy, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, and then the Ace of Swords. So I mean, again, fierce energy. For some of you, you work in a competitive field or environment, or maybe you're going back to school and there's just that very competitive feeling. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles. If there was a disagreement, or if there is a disagreement this week, Cancer, I do ultimately see you trying to move on from it, honestly, like trying to get over it. Five of Wands is such a petty energy. This could be something with a spouse, for those of you that are married or you're in a more serious relationship. Or it could be something with a sibling, a friend. There could be just a clashing, just a disagreement. And it may not be huge. It really may not be huge. It may be quite petty. But I do see forgiveness, and I do see you putting it behind you. Yeah, really wanting to put it behind you. Six of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is really feeling inspired. Very optimistic energy here. Two of Cups. Really wanting to heal and mend the past. So yeah, and I feel like this is on both sides. So however you resonate, I feel like this is on both sides. So you and the other person, you really both want to just move on from this and get back on the same page and heal this relationship, this friendship. Very optimistic, peaceful energy here. Two of Cups. Yeah, so I mean, if this is something with like a sibling or something with a spouse or a friend, maybe, you know, there is this new opportunity with the Ace of Wands. There's something new. And you're manifesting this, Cancer, with the Magician. You're manifesting this. But, you know, maybe that person around you, for some of you, it could be a little bit of jealousy, yes. But for others, you know, maybe this person wants the same thing. Maybe you guys are competing against one another for this opportunity. Yeah, so however you resonate, I do see you definitely like holding strong here, not backing down. There is going to be good news here with the Star and the Page of Wands. There's good news coming in. If you are waiting on news from a company, an organization, or even like a school, if you are waiting on any sort of news, I do see that coming in. I'm also getting that you are definitely being like divinely inspired and guided here towards this Ace of Wands, towards this new beginning, planting this seed. For a few of you, this could even be something from your past, or even someone from your past, like coming back around. It could be like a second chance. Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity here to communicate, to build this bridge, to get on the same page as another person, to work through your issues, to mend a relationship. That's really what I'm getting here. So the energy is really nice. I guess we will clarify the Five of Wands, but I really don't feel the need. There is the Star. So it could be something with an Aquarius. What is the Five of Wands? For Cancer, please clarify. There's the King of Cups. For some of you, this is more internal. So if you're not competing and there's no like petty argument or anything like that, this is more internal. So, you know, maybe you want to be with someone, or maybe you want to mend a relationship, and there's some sort of like internal stuff going on there. Okay. Okay, we have if you believe. So yeah, definitely needing to be optimistic. What is the additional guidance for Cancer, please, for this week? Be assertive and listen to your intuition. Yeah, for some of you, this is you like opposing your intuition. So your intuition is telling you something and you are fighting it. Let's take a look at guidance on the love front for Cancer. Some of you, you definitely have a soulmate around you. This is your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. And we've got passion. Try something you've never done before. So if you're partnered or if you're single, this is definitely love knocking. If you are partnered, this could be you resparking that passion within your relationship. All right, who is Cancer dealing with? All right, we've got Earth, we've got Taurus, and we've got Leo. All right, Cancer, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Leo. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Leo. There's the Chariot, first card out. So for some of you, a Cancer may be significant. We've got the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Wands, the Devil, Queen of Pentacles, the Star. Overall energy is the Three of Wands. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely see you taking action, Leo. There is something that you're going after. And I feel like you've been waiting on this, like waiting for the right opportunity. But there is like this very very motivated, more aggressive energy here around this. Is that bad? No, it's definitely not bad. I see you planning long term, definitely. For some of you, I see you looking at, you could be like looking at your neighborhood or looking at your environment. You're looking at something, and for some of you, you don't like what you're seeing here. And so this is you taking action. This is you making moves. You're making some changes, Leo, that are going to affect you down the road. So 5, 10 years down the road, I do see you like thinking long term here. You could even be like putting things in writing. You could be making some legal changes. For others, there could be something with a vehicle. Maybe you're purchasing a new car. This is you like moving past some sort of blockage. So there may have been like a stalemate. There may have been some blocked energy, and this is you taking action. This is you really jumping in the driver's seat with the Chariot being the first card out, and then the King of Wands. That is someone who takes action, someone who moves. And so you've also got the Knight of Wands here, or the Knight of Swords. I definitely see you going after what you want this week. Some of you, you may wait for that exact right moment, and you also could be like weighing the options, making those plans, but when you know, and you're off. I do see some of you moving past this blockage or this like restrictive, controlling sort of energy. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords. There could be someone you're meeting up with. For some of you, maybe you're going out to dinner. You could be going to see someone. And so maybe you were like opposed to meeting with this person, meeting up with this person, or vice versa. That could have been the blockage. Maybe someone didn't want to meet with you or something like that. But I see movement with this. Some of you, you've worked very hard to get to this point, and so you're not stopping now, that's for sure. Yeah, so even if there is like a pause, for some of you Leos, this could be you looking at a situation very differently. So maybe you're thinking long term, or maybe you've been kind of stuck in this kind of period of limbo for a little while, and so now maybe you're looking at a situation differently. Or if you do have a family, you could be thinking about your family. Queen of Pentacles, the Star. Very peaceful, optimistic energy, very hopeful energy. So yeah, let's clarify the Devil. But overall, honestly, if someone is trying to control you, I feel like you're not about it. You're not having it. You're not about that. You're a Leo. You're a fire sign. You're a fixed fire sign, and so you're not really one to be controlled. I mean, you like to be in control and in power. You are a fixed sign, which means you're a natural born leader. You're a natural born leader, Leo. But yeah, you're not really one that likes to be controlled. And so that's really what this feels like, is like someone was trying to control you or something like that, but you're not about it. Let me see. What is the Devil for Leo? Far too many. We will look at these. I feel like they are relevant. Yeah, so Knight of Swords again, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Rods, Queen of Rods, the Chariot again. Look at that. So I feel like this is relevant. That's why these cards jumped out. I'm definitely reading for some Leos where you're maybe feeling like you gotta go to war here. You gotta fight for something that you want. You gotta fight for your freedom. I do not mean physically fight, of course, but I feel like energetically this is you really like taking the reins, taking your power back for some of you. And this is you definitely moving forward here. So if you felt like you were like sitting on the sidelines or anything like that, yeah, I feel like for some of you it's go time. What is the Devil? Yeah, for some of you this is a very ambitious energy. So it's good energy on the career front. It's good energy as far as tackling any sort of problem. Yeah, this is definitely you feeling motivated. Some of you, you may even be like obsessed, borderline obsessed with the situation. Yeah, when your mind is set to something, for some of you, that's what you want. You want to see progress. If you're feeling bullied or backed into a corner or anything like that, I feel like you're going to react. And yeah, it's not going to be, I mean, I see it being good for you, but if someone is trying to test you or anything like that, I feel like, yeah, you're not one to be played with at this time. That's really what I want to say. All right, let's get you an additional guidance card for Leo. All right, Leo. Meditation brings answers. The situation will improve. So yeah, you've got the Hanged Man here, the Star. So before you take action, for some of you, they're saying meditate on this, stay positive. The situation, the energy is going to improve. Trust, have faith. What is the guidance on the love front? Interference and stability. We've got twin flame. So that's interesting. Some of you may feel like you're dealing with a twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Interference, an external party is intruding on this relationship, and then stability, the relationship can stand the test of time. So there could be a long-term relationship here, very stable relationship, but maybe you feel like there is some sort of interference, third party temptation for some of you. Twin flame, second chance. So I mean, for some of you Leos, this could be a competitive energy that you're dealing with. Let me see, who is Leo dealing with? All right, we've got water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, fire. I did see Aquarius, so an Aquarius definitely may be significant. A Pisces, a Cancer. Leo, maybe another Leo, and maybe an Aries. All right, Leo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo. What does Virgo have coming up looking at the last week of August? The Star, first card out, and this card has been showing up for a few of the signs. So very nice. Virgo. There is the Hermit. King of Cups, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords, Six of Wands, Three of Wands, Five of Wands, overall energy. So who else had this? I think it was Cancer. So there could be a Virgo-Cancer connection. I want to say it was Cancer who had that card in that same position. But it also came up in the Gemini reading. So maybe there's a Gemini connection as well. There is the Nine of Pentacles. So you got it going on, Virgo. You really got it going on. For some of you, you got some haters around you. There's some maybe jealousy going on this week. You've got the Five of Wands, but you've also got the Six of Wands. You've got the Star, first card out. For some of you, Virgos, you've got like a lot of attention. All eyes are on you. At this time, you may be in the spotlight. Some of you may work in the public eye. But even if you are dealing with some things, so Nine of Swords here, Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups. If you're dealing with some stuff at this time, you're not showing it. So that's really how I'm reading this, is if you are struggling, lacking sleep, or if you're stressed out, if you're dealing with some things, you're not really showing it. People around you are not really seeing it. Some of you are definitely trying to keep your distance from any sort of drama, conflicts. You're not about it. So I said something similar to Leo, and so there could be a Virgo-Leo connection. But yeah, I really see you just trying to separate yourself and distance yourself from like any sort of drama, headaches. You're just not about that. Ooh, I love this. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Fool. So there's good news, communication coming in. Your finances are looking good. Some of you may work in like a very competitive field or environment, and that's what the Five of Wands is. And so you may feel like you have to compete or really hold your own. For some of you, this is all about maintaining. And so you may feel like you have to maintain what you've got, and that other people around you may want what you've got, but you're definitely like holding it down. So yeah, the Star, the Six of Wands. For some of you, a relationship may be significant. If you are partnered with someone, and that could be possibly a water sign, but definitely doesn't have to be. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. This could be you taking a break. This could be them taking a break. Maybe you both want a break. This could be some downtime for you. Yeah, for some of you, this may be a break. Or if you've been on break, this could be you healing a relationship with someone that you really do love. You care about this person. They care about you. There is like a mutual respect here. And so, yeah, I feel like that's what this is. This is getting back on the same page, or the relationship is growing. If there was emotional distance, this is you like overcoming that. Yeah, so your reading honestly is really short and sweet. There's really good vibes, healing vibes around a relationship, whether it's romantic or not. I see a separation coming to an end, or that emotional distance kind of fading. What is the Five of Wands for Virgo? Queen of Swords, look at that. So that really goes quite well with what I was saying earlier about you not wanting to deal with the drama. You could be seeing through someone's BS, basically. Hierophant, following the rules, making your own rules, honestly, with this energy even. Could be learning something, could be looking into something, especially those of you where there's like a contract or something legal, or you're dealing with a company or something with the school. This is you being wise. Even if you are opposing someone or something, you're being wise about it. So you could be looking at like legal documents and things like that. Very sharp with this energy. All right, what is the additional guidance for Virgo? We've got forgiveness. We've got no. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You could be telling someone no with the Five of Wands, opposing them, Queen of Swords, cutting them off, forgiving them so you could move on and put the past behind you. But for some of you, you're like, no, the relationship is not going to continue, or no, it's never going to be the same. Even if you are forgiving someone, if you're making peace, even if you're still close with them, you may not be as close, or if you're not getting back together, I mean, you're still like civil. You're still trying to be, you know, peaceful here, and maybe, you know, even kind here. Trying to get along with this person, even if, you know, you're not getting back together. All right, interesting. What is the guidance on the love front for Virgo? Again, there could be a mutual respect here. You love each other. You respect each other. We've got longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you, and then stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. So maybe that's what some Virgos want. You may want that long-term, serious relationship. Some of you may want to get married. Somebody may want this with you, and with this energy, I could be reading for some Virgos where you're like opposing it. You've been through a lot with that Queen of Swords. Some of you could be divorced, or you've gone through a lot in your life. You may not want to get like emotionally too wrapped up with someone or a situation. Who is Virgo dealing with? Virgo. You could be dealing with another Virgo, and then we have Capricorn. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Libra. Libra. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Lot of Pentacles here. Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Death, Strength, the Magician. Overall energy, Five of Cups, Queen of Wands. All right, let's see. Libra. So it's a good reading. It's a good spread. The energy is very good. Things are definitely looking up on the financial front. If you're waiting on like any sort of loan or anything to come in, for some of you, you've manifested this change. But for a few of you with the Five of Cups as the overall, this may be you letting go of something. Letting go, or you've already let go of something. You created space for these new opportunities, these blessings to come in. So that's what I feel like you got going on here is, for some of you, you're still like thinking about the past. You're still remembering the past, even though you're making such, great progress here and things are looking good. But I feel like maybe it's a little bittersweet for some of you. So if you're moving house or changing jobs, it may be a little bittersweet with this energy. Got the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I mean, the energy is really good. High vibrational energy, Queen of Wands, getting it done. If you were depressed, I see you taking action. If you needed help, if you need help, I see you asking for help. I see you taking action. You are definitely creating change. You could be working something out. You could be working with someone. Others may be negotiating. Maybe you're working something out. Could be working with a Scorpio, working with a Leo, working with a Virgo or a Gemini. You've got the Chariot here, so movement. Movement within your career. Movement with money, so any sort of financial matters. success, recognition. I see you manifesting success. I see you being very patient, being strong, maybe letting go of something in order to manifest something else. If you were juggling, for some of you, maybe you don't have to juggle anymore. So maybe you're moving up within your career and maybe you're letting go of like a job or a side hustle or something like that. And it's a little like bittersweet. But let me take a look. What is the Five of Cups for Libra? What is the Five of Cups for Libra? You also have the Queen of Swords. So I believe Virgo just had that. So, yeah, I mean, cutting off whatever's no longer serving you, whatever brings you down. Again, you've got this higher vibrational energy here. So people, things, situations, whatever is bringing you down. I feel like this is you looking to the future. This is you like over the past, getting over the past. Freeing yourself, for some of you, of the past. 10 of Cups is here. Could be an old relationship or family situation or even like a community. You're creating change in your life. What is the additional guidance for Libra? Not the right time, and then be assertive. So you're going to step into your power when you feel like it's the right time for you to step into your power. So yeah, take what resonates. This week you could be like shedding. Again, Five of Cups, Queen of Swords, like shedding whatever's no longer serving you. Some of you, your eye is on the prize, very focused on your work, whatever you do day to day. So if you're retired, that could be other things. I do see you being assertive when it's the right time. Some of you may have to work up like the courage to do something. All right, let me get you guidance on the love front for Libra. Yeah, so if you need help, ask for help. You've got support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. That can be the 10 of Cups. Friendship. This friendship is leading to something more. So you may have a friend who's coming in that's supporting you. It may lead to something more. For some of you, yes, that's what this is. But for other Librans, yeah, this is all about a friendship this week. Could be putting the past behind you. Could be supporting a friend or a friend supporting you. Let's see, who is Libra dealing with? Sagittarius, and we've got Scorpio. So that Queen of Wands could definitely be a Sagittarius for some of you. You've got Scorpio with Death, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, or even an earth sign may be significant. You've got a lot of earth here. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Scorpio. First card out is the Seven of Swords. Scorpio, what does Scorpio have coming up looking at the last week of August? Scorpio. There is the Star. All right, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, Eight of Swords, Four of Swords. Overall energy is Two of Swords. All right, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You definitely could be dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Strong Aquarius here with the Star. Overall energy is the Two of Swords. So what I'm really getting with this, Scorpio, is avoiding a situation, or if not avoiding, this is like denying. So I'm denying you, I'm denying this request, I'm denying whatever it is, this person, whatever it is. You have a lot of threes here, so it could be a situation with like three people, three or more people, a third party, maybe it's some sort of interference. So yeah, I mean, you could be denying someone or something. Also, you may need more information. So you could be doing your research. You could be doing a lot of research this week. For some of you, I see you like laying in bed at night, maybe scrolling. You could be looking things up. There's the Empress, Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, I see you doing some research. You could be looking at someone, checking someone out, maybe online, on social media, maybe seeing what they're up to. If you're involved with somebody, you could be looking at their ex. Or you can always flip that. Maybe you feel like someone's looking at you. You may be suspicious of another person. You may feel like you're being watched. And this could be like on social media, but this could be anywhere. This could be work, school. You may feel like you're being watched. So Two of Swords and Queen of Swords, what I'm really getting with this is like you're just avoiding drama, not wanting to rock the boat. There's a little bit of like nervous energy here around this. And I literally am hearing that, not rocking the boat. So yeah, if there's any sort of drama, any sort of pettiness or anything going on this week, I feel like you're avoiding that. Which, you know, a couple of the other signs actually had some drama come up in their reading, in their spread. And it was very petty. I believe Cancer had that energy. Gemini had that energy. It was very petty. And so if you're dealing with that, if you're dealing with those signs, yeah, I really see you like avoiding, ignoring, not wanting to participate. There could be something going on with an Aquarius. There could be something going on with an Aries, and you're not wanting to participate. Some of you are trying to stay neutral in a situation. Yeah, so if there is any sort of conflict, like at work or school or in the family or anything like that, you're trying to be neutral. And then on the love front, I am reading for some Scorpios where I think you do have a love interest around you. Just make sure that they're not attached. They may just be a friend. They're in the friend zone. Maybe this person is attached, but maybe there's an interest here. So yeah, there definitely may be a love interest. Some of you may not be taking action on that because maybe they're attached. But let's get you an additional guidance card for Scorpio. You've got the Knight of Cups, you've got the Three of Cups and the Star. This is really positive energy around a relationship. Don't stop. Within the next few weeks, so you've got some threes here, so maybe in 3 weeks for some of you, something could be going down, or it's going to take 3 weeks to happen. What is the guidance on the love front? Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. And then retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. And you've got the Four of Swords here. So I definitely am reading for some Scorpios where you're taking it easy. You could be turning friends down, or maybe even like a date. You're taking it easy. That could be because you've been working a lot. That could be because, you know, you're recovering from something. It could be for a bunch of different reasons. But when you're ready, you're ready. It's just a weekly reading. All right, so you may be dealing with a Taurus. A Leo, or an Aquarius. Wow, a lot of fixed energy here, Scorpio. You definitely could be dealing with a fixed sign. Look at that. All right, Scorpio, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. I do apologize if your reading is a little bit shorter than normal. I'm a little under the weather this week, so I'm trying to keep them short and sweet. All right, let's move on. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Sagittarius have coming up? Strength with the Ten of Swords. Two of Cups, Page of Cups, Death, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. Definitely could be reading for some cuspers. Overall energy is the Hierophant. Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that's you not giving up. This is you persevering. Doing what is expected of you, Sag. That's really what I'm getting. So if you're exhausted, if you're recovering, if you've got a lot going on, like mentally, a lot of thoughts, just dealing with a lot. I do see some of you resting this week, which is nice, taking it easy. Some of you are tired. Nine of Wands is also you having strong boundaries. So blocking certain situations, people, certain things out. It's you having a strong boundary, which is good. Yeah, so this could be with people at work, you know, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles here. Maybe keeping more to yourself this week, drawing that line. So keeping it friendly, maybe at work or school, like getting along with your coworkers or classmates, but having strong boundaries, which is good. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely like work, school, significant here at this time. If you're dealing with a large company, if you're dealing with any sort of commitment that you made, this is you like hanging in there and not giving up. Even if you feel like something was not a win or something didn't work out the way that you planned. I see you showing strength here at this time, being strong. For some of you, you're not showing that anything is wrong, or you're stressed out, or if you're tired. Yeah, I feel like you're not really showing it. You're coming off very strong and really doing what is expected. You could be ending something. I am reading for some Sages where you're ending something. Could be like going out gracefully. I want to say that. So if you're not just like up and quitting, you could be like stopping something or making a change, but you're trying to do it like in a graceful way, not abruptly, just trying to do it like in a more, I don't know, maybe professional way for some of you. Yeah, I feel like with this energy, I'm reading for some Sages where you're putting a stop to something. You need a break. For some of you, you could be retiring. You could be like stopping working. That's for a few of you. Others, you're just maybe pulling back your energy. You just need a break. You need some sort of change. For some of you, you could be physically recovering. There could be exhaustion. If a relationship ended or is ending, because I could be reading for some Sages where you're sticking a relationship out, you're trying to, do the right thing, but maybe this is something that is changing. You are in this transitional time period, so a relationship or a commitment that you made, something could be like fading, or it's transforming, so it's never going to be the same. But yet there's still love, and you still could be like trying to get along with this person. There even could be like an apology for some of you. If you were being like cold towards someone, this could be you seeing things differently. And yeah, so that could be shifting and changing. If you were being very cold towards someone, that could be ending, and that could be changing. You could have straight up been ignoring someone, and that's changing. But we will look at the Ten of Swords. Somebody may feel betrayed, so that could be you, or that could be the person you're dealing with. What is the Ten of Swords? Nine of Swords. So a lot of worry, maybe guilt, but a lot of worry. Yeah, look at that. Fear, anxiety, feeling stuck, overthinking. So yeah, for some Sagittarius at this time, you may really need to rely on your faith, whatever you believe in. If you're spiritual or religious, for some of you, your faith is going to help you get through whatever you're dealing with here at this time. What is the additional guidance for Sagittarius for this week? Some of you, you're coming off very strong. So no matter what it is that you're dealing with, you are coming off like very, very strong here at this time. Get more information, and then perfect timing. So for some of you, that's what this is. It is the right time, but you're overthinking and maybe even like blaming yourself for something. So if something didn't work out in the past, for some of you, it's you maybe telling yourself, you know, the same thing's going to happen. You're not good enough, blah, blah, blah. And that's all it is a lot of fear. And for some of you, anxiety, like preventing you from moving forward. So maybe what's going to help you through this, yes, your faith, but also getting more information so you feel maybe more comfortable here with something. That's really what I'm getting. All right, let's get guidance on the love front. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship, and then self-care. So this week you may need to put your needs first. So clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. So yeah, something's out of balance here. Needing some self-care, some self-love this week. All right, who is Sagittarius dealing with? We've got Aquarius and we've got Cancer. All right, Sag, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Capricorn. All right, so I'm going to take the card that's upright, Capricorn. It is the Five of Swords. Two of Wands. So for some of you, that may be in reverse. That's what I'm feeling. So you're definitely not in agreement with somebody here at this time. The Devil. The Moon. Justice. Eight of Pentacles. The Sun. Judgment. Overall energy is the Page of Wands. Knight of Swords. So taking action for some of you, I mean, you could be taking legal action for some of you. Making moves. For some of you, news is significant. You may hear something that's very important. Some clarity may come in. Yeah, because for some of you, Capricorns, this is you not seeing a situation, a person, a relationship, not seeing something clearly. There could be an argument because of that, so be careful of that. But I feel like the truth is going to come out. So Justice and the Sun, and even Judgment here, I feel like the truth is definitely going to come out. And when it does, for some of you with this Knight of Swords, this is you taking action. This is you making a move. Yeah, it could be moving out of a time of lack. So Five of Pentacles. Ooh, the Tower. The Star. So that's the dust settling. The Ace of Swords. So something could have happened. And this is like the dust settling, or you're leaving that chaotic sort of energy behind. But yeah, be careful with the Tower. That can be the universe stepping in because something has been going on for too long. It's toxic. You could be like shaken out of your comfort zone. So Five of Pentacles there. Some sort of lack. Or even like neglecting yourself. Depression. Dealing with some stuff. And if you were not moving, this can be the universe like giving you a push. Or events taking place because the universe is trying to get you to move forward. But this is definitely some sort of deception. And with that Five of Swords and the Two of Wands, you could be dealing with a narcissist. You could be dealing with a liar for some of you. Someone who's out for themselves. You could be dealing with a person who's like wearing a mask. The Devil and the Moon, I mean, wearing a mask. This could be the mask falling off. That clarity coming in. And for some of you, this could be at work. This could be at school. This could be with something legal even, like the mask falling off. Or you seeing a situation clearly. Some of you, you're waiting for that clarity to come in before you take action, before you move forward. And I feel like that's a good thing. But this is a second chance. This is acceptance, accepting a situation, freeing yourself from maybe a toxic environment or situation, a very like restrictive energy, realizing that someone or something is toxic. All right, Capricorn, additional guidance for Capricorn. We've got perfect timing, and then meditation brings answers. So yeah, meditate on whatever this is before taking action. But we do see you taking action. Some of you, you're moving out of a time of lack mindset. Could be going back to something from your past. Patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. And then play hard, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. So that is guidance on the love front. So have fun if you're partnered. If you're single, yes, go out, have fun, but also know when to pull it back and be patient. Don't settle. For some of you, you may have a temptation around you and it's not maybe the best energy. Make sure someone's not a narcissist. But let me see, who is Capricorn dealing with? We've got Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, and Libra. Maybe Aries, maybe Scorpio, maybe significant. We've got Leo, we've got Gemini. All right, guys, so I hope Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. There is the Hermit. What does Aquarius have coming up for this week? Seven of Swords. 10 of Pentacles, the Magician, King of Cups, the Devil, 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups, overall energy, 7 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So Aquarius, for some of you, maybe you're not seeing a situation, a person clearly. There could be some deception around a particular matter. So with the 7 of Cups, illusion, delusion, confusion, just be careful. This is like very surface level energy, so things on the surface may look one way, but they're very different. So looks are deceiving with this energy. So 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, the Devil, 3 of Swords, and 8 of Cups. You could be dealing with someone, or this could be you, but somebody could be masking how they really feel. So if someone feels betrayed, if their heart is broken, anything like that, if they feel cheated, they may be hiding it. So, I mean, that could be the deception. It's not always just going to be something really negative. It could be that someone is masking that their heart is broken. The first card that came out is the Hermit. And so that is a very wise energy. So however you resonate, this is you being wise. This is you pulling back, maybe looking a little closer at a situation. Could be throwing yourself into your work. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, or excuse me, 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is a bridge. So I do see a relationship mending, but it may be like on your terms, like you want it to happen whenever you want it to happen, however you want it to happen. It's that sort of energy. So, you know, we can still be friends or be together if, so it could be something like that. You know, you hurt me in the past, you lied to me in the past, so it's got to be like this from now on. So it's that sort of energy. I definitely am reading for some Aquarians where you are healing. Your heart is definitely healing. I see you also doing some soul searching here at this time. If you were dealing with some options, this could be you letting go of choices, options that you know are not leading to anywhere, and it's just simply a temptation, an illusion. It's not good for you. For some of you, this could be you, letting go of like a fantasy or letting go of options. King of Cups is here, so maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But strong Virgo as well. Maybe Gemini, maybe significant Capricorn. But for some of you, I see you definitely pulling back your energy, avoiding certain people or situations. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I'm getting. Let's take a look at the Devil. We do have Scorpio coming through death. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. All right, what is the Devil for Aquarius? Yeah, this is you freeing yourself. This is you freeing yourself from some sort of illusion or fantasy or deception. It's like seeing the truth. And honestly, the truth may hurt. Something may be completely different than you thought it would be. And sometimes the truth hurts. But that's what this is. This is like seeing someone's true colors or seeing something for what it is. But in this case, I feel like it's needed. It's a good thing because this is a lot of deceptive energy here. I don't know if someone was lying to their family or lying about their family. Somebody may have an addiction and they were hiding it. It could be something like that. Let me see, what is the Seven of Swords for Aquarius? The Devil. So this is a liar, a cheater, an abuser. This is some sort of toxic energy. Ten of Rods. So this is stress. So this person, for some of you, you're in a situation and it's really challenging, really difficult. It could be a controlling relationship or like a very controlled environment. Or that could even be where someone is heading. So if somebody does have an addiction problem, it could be that they're headed into like rehab, and from their perspective, that's going to be like a very restrictive place or environment because they can't feed that addiction. So, you know, it may be needed though. For some of you, that's what's needed. To help kind of balance this situation out and to be successful. So yeah, this is quite the reading. I wasn't expecting this, but let me get you an additional guidance card for Aquarius. Yes, I mean, your family may be hurt, your community may be hurt, but I feel like if you're shedding something that's no longer serving you, something that's toxic, that's heavy, that's difficult, I feel like this is a good thing. Trust. For some of you, you may have trust issues because of things that went down in the past. Success. Yeah, so trust that you're going to be successful. Not the right time at the bottom, but you're going to know when it's the right time. For some of you, you have to free yourself from this sort of energy first. This is a very scattered, not really grounded energy at all. So for some of you, you got to ground your energy. That's why you have the Hermit there. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Aquarius for the last week of August? Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. And then fate. This is a destined partnership. So someone may have really hurt you, Aquarius. They may have hurt you and left you with trust issues. Yeah, for some of you, this is you getting out of maybe a toxic relationship or pattern or environment. This is you freeing yourself from any sort of regret or blame. You could be working through all of that energy. It's a heavy energy. It's not easy. But there is some sort of partnership that is like meant to be, or you were meant to be with this person or experience these things that you experience with them. Who is Aquarius dealing with? Who's Aquarius dealing with? We do have strong Virgo here, Capricorn, fire, air. So Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. And then we've got strong Virgo coming through. Virgo and Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Pisces. What does Pisces have coming up for this week, the last week of August? Pisces. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, the Empress, the Fool, Knight of Swords. Overall energy is the Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands. So I'm definitely reading for some Pisces where you got a lot going on this week. I see you quite busy. With this Two of Pentacles as the overall energy, this is you definitely multitasking, and you've got the Ten of Wands here. So for some of you, it may feel a little heavy, a little difficult at times, but you're getting it done. I mean, this is you doing what you got to do. For some of you, you're trying to make the best of it, trying to have fun while you're getting it done. But you've definitely got a lot going on. You've got some feminine energy here. You've got the Empress. You've got the Queen of Cups. So there could be some feminine energies around you. We've got the Knight of Swords. So there could be an older child that's significant, or an air sign that's significant. Four of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So, oh, look at this. Some of you are maybe moving house or starting a business, starting a job. Four of Swords here. Nine of Wands. This is having strong boundaries, but it's also not giving up. So you're planting this seed, or you're manifesting this Ace of Pentacles. But for some of you Pisces, it's not easy. But this seed that you're planting is going to bloom into the Four of Wands. So you've got this very fertile energy here with the Empress, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. I mean, this is very, very fertile energy. For some of you, it can be an actual pregnancy. You could be actually like starting a family or expanding your family. This may be an unexpected pregnancy for some of you. So maybe you already had your kids, or maybe you had a kid. You may have like a grown kid, and you totally did not plan for maybe having another child. That's what I'm getting here. So for some of you, this could be you maybe getting pregnant, or if it's not you, it could be your daughter. It could be like a grandchild coming in. I also see you balancing your thoughts here. This is a lot of fear. It's also like a suspicious energy, not trusting others, not trusting someone, not trusting a situation. I see you going with the flow, but I feel like inside, mentally here, you're definitely thinking about certain things here. For some of you, feel like you don't trust the person you're dealing with here, even though you are maybe working with them or dealing with them. You don't necessarily trust them. But Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords, this can be someone who's spying. So you could be checking someone out, or you may know. Some of you may know, or that's what you're worried about, like someone's watching you. But for some of you with this Eight of Swords, I mean, it's just in your head. This is you worrying unnecessarily here. And I feel like that's really going to take a toll. So look after yourself this week. This could be a lot of emotional baggage that you're carrying around that you need to free yourself from, which I definitely see you doing maybe later on in the week. You have this like very spontaneous kind of carefree energy that's coming in later in the week. So you may spend like the first half of the week like really stressed about something and like overthinking a situation, and then later on you see this growth and you maybe realize, you know, you have nothing to worry about, or it's not as bad, or something like that. And for those of you that need help, you may need help with your family or with the home or your responsibilities. If you need help, I feel like this is saying to ask for help. But for some of you, you don't want to do that with this energy. So Maybe it's because you don't trust the person that you're going to ask. Maybe you feel like things won't get done, or it won't get done as good if someone else does it. Maybe you like to do things because you know they'll get done right. It's an energy like that. So yeah, for some of you, you may not want to ask for help, but I feel like that's the advice here, is to work with others and bring in that balance. Allow that balance to be restored for some of you. Let's get you an additional guidance card for Pisces. But overall, honestly, if you can stay out of your head, the energy is really positive. Honestly, this is love. This could be you going out at some point, having fun, taking your mind off of everything, just being spontaneous, living in the moment. If you are a parent, this could be you hanging out with your kids or hanging out with a kid and just kind of letting loose. And I feel like that's what's needed. All right, so we've got unlikely coming out. We've got listen to your intuition, and then peaceful resolution. Look for a sign. So look for a sign. I think that for some of you, this is you in your head. This is that mental energy. You're telling yourself that something is unlikely to happen, but your intuition is saying something completely different, that there is going to be a peaceful resolution and everything is going to work out. And I feel like this is the universe trying to show you that. But I mean, for some of you Pisces, you could be really stuck in your head this week and you're really like fighting these feelings, like fighting your intuition. All right, what is the guidance on the love front? Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And then we've got finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. So if you are partnered, there could be something that you, your partner, both of you, maybe you guys just went through something, or your person or you are going through something and it's some sort of lesson. And this could be with finances. If you're single, there is a little bit of a deceptive energy here. Somebody could be maybe lying about their finances, or if not lying, maybe they're just, if you're getting to know someone, maybe they're just keeping, you know, certain information to themselves. Maybe they made a bad investment or something like that. So yeah, somebody could be learning some lessons here on the financial front. All right, who is Pisces dealing with? All right, we've got Virgo and we've got Capricorn. All right, Pisces, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. I do want to thank all of you for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope that you find this reading helpful. I do apologize if your reading's a little bit shorter this week. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. But big announcement, I did open up my private readings this week, so they are available over on my website. All of my information is listed down below. Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. All right, guys, I'm wishing you a great week. Take care.